Hi, students. Hello. Welcome to this episode. We are going to be doing a little bit of reading practice. I have your P1 computer book with me. You might not have this book with you while you're watching this video, but that's perfectly okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a picture of this on the screen so you'll be able to look at it and follow through with the reading, okay? So you don't have to worry too much about that. I will actually put a picture of the book in the video so that way you can follow through. Okay, so I am going to go to page 10, page 11, and I'm going to read this, so you just follow along, and I think we should be all right. This is more like a reading practice. I don't want to spend too much time doing this in the classroom because I want to show you how to use the computers while you're here. So please make sure you do go through this video a couple of times at home just to get yourself a little bit more used to the words, the pronunciation of the words, and of course, what is there on your pages of your book. All right, so we will start. So I'm going to start from the beginning. It's on the top, it says, you will now learn about the basic parts of a computer. The first one is a CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. I repeat, Central Processing Unit. The CPU is the most important part of a computer. It is the brains of the computer. It stores information. All the parts of a computer are connected to the CPU. The CPU makes them work. All right. In class, if you remember, I told you the computer has many parts, and the CPU is the most important part of the computer. And by a lot of people in conversation, they will always say, like, yeah, the CPU is the computer because the monitor is just the monitor, the keyboard is the keyboard, the mouse is the mouse. Speakers, headphones, those are just all extra things. But the computer is the CPU. It is the most important part. Remember that. Next one, monitor. A computer monitor looks like a television screen. Just as the CPU is the brains of the computer, the monitor is the face of the computer. That's right. If you look at the monitor, you're basically looking, right? If you're playing a video game, you can see it on the monitor. If you're watching a movie, you can see it on the monitor. But it's all coming from the CPU. But the monitor, it's basically showing you what the CPU is doing. So you can see what the CPU looks like by using the monitor to see what you're doing also, by the way. So next one is keyboard. A keyboard has many buttons. These are called keys. Some keys are used to type numbers and words. You can see on the monitor whatever you type on the keyboard. Mouse. The mouse of a computer looks like a real mouse. The wire attached to it looks like the tail of a real mouse. The mouse of the computer usually has 2 or more buttons. The mouse is always kept on a mouse pad. So that means when you're sitting on the computer, the mouse is always kept on this side of your hand, and that is your left and right. So it's on the right hand side, and it has like a mouse pad. The mouse is a pointing device. The mouse is a pointing device. That means when you look at the screen, if you move the mouse, there's an arrow on the screen that shows you where you're moving the mouse, so that when you click, that is where you're pointing. So it's known as a pointing device. It helps us to move the pointer from one place to another on the monitor. Let us learn about some devices that work on a computer. Now, this is page 11, by the way. Printer. A printer is used for printing information on paper. If you type or draw something on a computer, you can print it on paper with the help of a printer. These are called printouts. So basically, if you're using a printer and the paper that comes out with the picture, or maybe you wrote something on the computer and it's on the paper, that piece of paper is known as a printout. Okay, so this ends the reading practice for the first part. I will have more I will make more and I will add it on the channel. So please do take a look at it. This will help you with some reading practice when you're at home, when you're in classroom over here. Of course, you do it with me. So thank you very much, guys. And I will see you in class and of course in my next video. Bye-bye.